Welcome to this episode of Laps, Loads, and Logistics. Today we're going to be talking about the biggest, baddest side of trucking, and it is oversized and heavy haul. I'm here with Austin Hill. Austin, before I worked here, I could not even imagine something as big as a tank moving from place to place. Is there anything like that that's just so big you couldn't even imagine it being moved over the road?
There's obviously a lot of different things that get hauled all over the road, and just off the top of my head, I'm thinking of like skyscrapers, roller coasters, a huge whale getting to an aquarium. I would think that there's a lot of logistics that are involved with that.
Yeah, I mean, shockingly, they don't build a roller coaster to be transported over the road, right?
Right.
So what they have to do is they have to break it down into pieces that can be moved over the road. The problem is your legal load limit is 13.6 tall and it's 8.5 feet wide. So when it goes beyond those legal dimensions, it becomes a heavy haul load. They break it down first, and then we got to come up with the right number of axles and equipment to move that over the road. Axles are what's important. So every axle on a trailer is about 20,000 pounds of weight-bearing capacity. Our definition of it is just to be over a legal load. When it gets to over 13 axles, we call that super heavy haul. Now we're talking about loads that are 500,000 pounds, that might be hundreds of feet long. And so Bennett also gets involved in that.
Is there a limit to how big you can go?
Yeah, I mean, there's a limit of what the roadway can handle, what you can turn, and get egress, and so that's why route planning is very important in heavy haul and super heavy haul. We have engineers and staff members that know how to deal with the permits from the states. Each state has its own regulations. Their roadways can only handle so much in each state, so the limit is going to be which state has the least amount of capacity for that big load.
Yeah, and I guess that could take months of planning, I'm guessing.
Spot on. You exactly knew it right. Yeah, it takes months to plan a load. So you have to get the permits in place. You have to do a route plan. A lot of times we'll drive the route before we go because you can clip trees, you can take down power lines, you can have structures in the way. If you're moving over the highways, you've got to be able to have the right time to close the roads, have a police escort, have escort vehicles that are going to create a safety situation in front of and behind the truck to make sure that no one's obstructing it. A lot of times these loads happen overnight so that you have less traffic to deal with.
Right, okay.
Yeah. If you do get into the big, heavy, and ugly, you're talking super specialized. Bennett does all of this stuff. Our team is probably as well coordinated as your team in the expertise in your business. That's why Bennett's the go-to for oversized and heavy haul loads. Austin and Bennett together.
We can move anything.